All right. I'm going to go live on Facebook. Right. We are so set and ready. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome once again to Diamond Lady TV. Hello to everyone who is watching on Instagram, on YouTube, and if you're on Facebook as well, welcome again to Diamond Lady TV. And I am Diamond Lady. So tonight on the Diamond Lady show, I have got with me this very lovely gentleman. Before I introduce him, I would just kindly request that if you're watching us tonight, please share the link with other people so they can also watch wherever they may be. And if they don't have a Facebook account, they can always watch us on YouTube or on Instagram. They should just search for Diamond Lady TV. So as I am talking now, I am going to share this program to other groups on Facebook. Whilst we are all doing this, I will be introducing our guest in the next minute or two. I think I'm going to let this guest introduce himself. And if he doesn't add anything, I am going to add it myself. So today, the topic is all about growing up and how Ghana has helped shape him up. Okay, so without talking too much, Derek, it's all yours.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, Diamond Lady, thanks a lot for allowing me to be on this platform. And seeing you live, your beautiful face is always a pleasure.
I see you.
And my name is Derek Ajmanbudu. You can also call me Minister D. Well, what do I say? I'm just a humble minister that has, hands in various areas. As we go on, I'll definitely break it down. But one of the things we do is TNT, that is also talking about the truth, nothing but the truth, African approach and our challenges. And yes, also into fashion. And like I said, as time goes on, I know that only you just break it down. So I'll just make it brief and snappy.
That is so lovely. I am still sharing. You've made it so brief. Well, I'll share to the last place and then we can go ahead with this now. So, hello, everybody. Once again, welcome to Diamond Lady TV. And this is the Diamond Lady Show. So tonight on the program, what we're talking about is growing up and how Ghana has helped shape this lovely gentleman into who he is today. Before we go ahead with the main program for tonight, I would like to say thank you to all those who are watching us tonight, wherever you may be. I'd like to say thank you to our supporting sponsors. So we've got D Rocket Fashion, and you can find them on Instagram. Their details are running down there. That belongs to our lovely gentleman, Derek. That is all about fashion. You should go and have a look. You might have lovely ideas from there. We also have TNT. So he's the organizer of TNT and usually is on Fridays or Sundays. Usually I listen to him on Sundays. He is in Germany, so the time differs a little bit. If it is 8 o'clock in Germany, if you're in Ghana or UK, it's definitely 7 o'clock in Ghana time or UK time. We also want to say thank you to Vinci Collection. We also say thank you to St. Maya Dryline Limited. Thank you to Sweet Seduction. Thank you to Mama Z. Thank you to Sinaka Foods. We want to say thank you to everybody who is supporting us tonight. I'm not going to say thank you on and on and on. I will leave it right there and we'll go into details with what we're talking about today. So I personally grew up in Ghana as well. And this lovely gentleman who is in the name of Derek, his name, and people popularly know him as Minister D. because of his program that he organizes, which is TNT, and he's always talking about nothing but the truth. That is his word. There's always nothing but the truth. So today is all about you, Minister D, and we're going to talk about our own homeland, Ghana. I love Ghana so much. I am so proud to be a Ghanaian, always and forever. I am sure if I come back into this world again, if I'm given the chance to choose, definitely I would choose Ghana, but I'll leave the rest till later. So, Minister D, my first question to you this very lovely evening is, well, by the way, your shirt looks very, very lovely. Is that one of yours, your handiwork?
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh.
That is a collection, so under the Rocket Fashion as well. And if you need one,
you will definitely tell us about all that details soon. We will go into that soon. So, growing up in Ghana, we are going to start from your childhood. What do you want to say? Just say, and the program, me sorry. So when you're Ghana near, it be an how kakra, but we'll be mixing the chi with the English language, maybe a bit of Dutch because he lives in Germany. So we are going to mix it, English and Chi, just in case if you're not understanding something, just hit us up and let us explain it further to you. And Ghana wasam yebeka teacher. Minimum say do be our no so chi no sharantia but and then you say warriors be country na kasa be country na kasa tweet enti mpacho fit won kwala bremu kai won kwala bremu yi wo kai say dia obi ohonum ko tumi ka say o hye ne ma mi yem ne kwa kai minim so ya sankofo ni bidia asa no be asase de so no bi ho so wo kai o hye ne ma
Africa for the end
now who papa bi o hye fita enti wo kai won kwala bremu fit won kwala brem time emre ben na wo kai bia na wo di a free 2 and 3 emre ben na kan me de me obi sam ya me shada en kai 52 but obi wo hono so good memory betumi akai enti from your childhood, what age do you remember? We want you to talk us through from there, okay?
Wow.
Do you remember?
I would say that to be honest, I remember a lot.
Okay.
But then I cannot say it was with 2 years, 3 years, or 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
I know normally, our memory starts from somewhere like 5, where it starts really storing, all this stuff. But I still remember back when, and I remember that I grew up in a place called Konongo.
Okay. Konongo Dumasi or Konongo?
Konongo Angasa.
Okay.
So my mom lived there because my mom is from Borjure, and Konongo is somewhere like some New York. Everybody comes from everywhere lives there.
Yes.
So when they tell you somebody's from Konongo, the person is not really from Konongo, but lived there. So that's where I think I grew up a little bit, let's say 1 to 2, 3 years. My mom having a shop, a saloon actually, or having various saloons in Konongo and up to Kumasi. And yes, the best thing I can remember is that we have friends, and then somewhere along the line, my grandmother came to pick me up. Why she did that, I don't know. So with 3, my mom left me and came to Germany, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so I lived with my grandma, and then from there, my auntie took me to Accra. So actually, I'm more like Accra boy than, knowing all the Kumasi
and the Konongo places. Yeah. Oh, okay. Into Onuga.
Few.
Oh, okay. Say soup. Oh, okay. So do you really remember what age you went to Accra with your auntie?
Yes, that is somewhere around 4 years, 5 years.
Okay. So that means you hadn't even started schooling.
No.
Okay. So did you start your basic education or your childhood, your first school in Accra then?
in Accra. I remember the kindergarten I was going, that was Lilliput. Anybody who's from Ghana would Lilliput, somewhere around Tesano area there.
Oh, I know Tesano. Okay. I see. So you went to Lilliput and all that. Into Ushe school aseno. Now you'll be a open school kwa na say oh yeah. Sankwalana aji usuni amount of years and work with school ni.
I'm funny say you. I love school.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, not because of the because
okay.
The name of the friends that I had there, you know, because when you talk about a place like Morning Star,
yes,
Morning Star, if you go to Accra, is well known. That is where you have these prominent kids and all these people. You know, you're always seeing this new release and we are playing and all. See, it was about the people square.
Okay.
So they started beating me and I realized it said
oh, okay. So when you were going to school in Accra or living with your auntie, at that time, where was your mom? Had she traveled out of the country or she was still at Konongo or something? Yeah.
No, she was actually, my mom is someone who would have never left me because I happen to be the first son.
Okay.
And you know what they say about your first child is like, you know, the bond is
of
like
course.
God and glue.
Yes.
So she would have never left me there, but she needed to move to Germany because of a little bit of a harassment from our former president, which I have even grown to love a little bit, but that time horror stories about him. So because of him, my mom needed to leave Ghana and get to, you know, Germany.
Wow.
Yeah, so she was not there. She was in Germany by that time.
Okay, I mean, I'm going to be a bit of a gossip. Yeah.
Okay.
What exactly was it? What was that exactly was happening with your mom? That was it a job she was doing that she was getting pressure or?
Like she was actually part of this June 4th thing.
Okay.
And, you know, the whole stuff, exactly. And one of her best friends actually got involved with this mail thing that was going on in Ghana. I can't really recall why the mail itself became a problem, but I think it was not legal. You know?
Yes.
And then she actually brought it to my mom, like, you know, oh, we have to put it here without her knowing anything about it.
Yes.
So when she got to know that, oh, so this thing probably stolen or whatever, then she became a target. You know? So once that mail thing is there, that means you are involved.
Of course.
And you know, so she needed, you know, get out of that place. So actually, she was not the main focus. It was her. Yeah, but then attached.
I see. Friends always causes trouble here and there. Before we go ahead, let me just read a few comments from our viewers tonight. So we've got Gloria Cynthia who is saying, good evening, Minister D. Then we've got Ajua Roslav who is saying hello. We've got Ama Mwakwa saying, hello, family. T here. Hello, T. Then we've got Gloria saying, be ready to translate for me. Oh, don't worry, Gloria. It looks like we're speaking more of English now then. Then Ajua Rosla says, ha, 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 please. My sister Cynthia is not from Ghana. All right, don't worry. We're going to speak more of English. There will be just a little bit of chi here and there. And Safia says, hello, dear. Then Rosemary says, good evening, Minister D. Then she also says, that is very interesting. Then Ceci says, great topic as usual. Oh, thank you all who are watching us tonight. Please, I mean, since this topic is very, very interesting and people will be very, very glad to hear about all this, we would like you to share to your own Facebook so others will also get involved and will also hear this interesting topic we're talking about. Talking about Glad, we've got Glad as Gladys who is here. She says, I love this topic. Thank you for joining us. So Minister D, I mean, you going to Accra and then starting your kindergarten education. Do you remember your best friend's name? Because most times we go to kindergarten and sometimes we make best friends. I think I remember mine. She was called Alesago. I don't even know how she looks like anymore. Do you remember if you have
When
any?
it comes to kindergarten, I'm a person, the people that know me today would say he's lying. I'm a very shy and reserved person.
Okay.
And I am somebody who can play for the world, but I don't always like to play with people.
Okay. Okay.
So when it comes to kindergarten, like I said, even though I was going there for the fun, I was talking about Morning Star, that was when I was growing a little bit, but the kindergarten itself, yeah. And when I got there, and I think anybody who played with me, maybe we play, but then I wasn't making friends. But I remember a friend outside the kindergarten, outside school, that is Gideon. His mom was so lovely to me. I still remember like it was yesterday.
Yes.
Then that woman would dress me up, give me some cocoa, our porridge. And then some big tea bread to be. So when I finished, I just relaxed on the bed and nobody would get me out of that bed. So I remember Darby and I remember Gideon so much. But for the kindergarten, I don't remember.
You don't remember Obia. The Okayane said you were eating a lot and then resting.
Thank you.
You were enjoying the food.
Blames on the teachers. I remember my mom said something like, when they brought me from kindergarten, I'll complain that this teacher made me fall. Once I fell by playing.
Okay. Yes. Oh, so because your mom left you at a very, very tender age. So you actually remember who your mom is, not your auntie.
Yes.
Okay,
I remember both, though.
Okay,
I remember both very well. That time I will call my auntie Mama, and I will call my mom Mama Lit.
Okay.
So my auntie became my mom, and my mom I knew was my mom though, but she was the extended mom. External mom.
Yes.
And I used to remember her. That's very funny. I used to remember her with. If you remember the old Omo.
Yes.
The old Omo. There was one slim lady on this Omo. So anytime I see that Omo, I'll tear that part with that thing and say that's my mom. Because my mom used to be slim and dressed a lot. So,
my goodness. That means you couldn't really, really remember how she looked like, but you remember her physique, that she was.
Exactly.
Oh, bless you. Maybe next time if you become a child again, I'll try and lose weight and then come and say I'm your mom. How about that? I'm sure you wouldn't make the difference.
But still, you can still go as that because you still look that. Only I won't say the word.
Bless you. So you growing up, going on from your childhood, so you went to let's say from class 6, where you started probably class 1 and all those things. Do you by chance remember your teacher's name or?
Yes, I remember some of my teacher's name. I remember Mr. Ado. I remember even our gatesman that time. So that was
why did he used to give you toffee or something?
No, the guy. I remember one day we were having some school match. The guy shot the ball from his post to another school.
Oh my word!
So that
long legs one, then.
Mr. Ado is the one who was always beating us.
Okay, that's why you can remember him.
Yes, then we had, I think, let me see, the rest of the but sometimes I do remember some names. But Mr. Ado is the one who was beaten, so the name is, tattooed in my head. Okay,
so during that time where you had Mr. Ado who was always beaten and all that, was it a continuation from your kindergarten school? Was it the same school linked up, or you had to go somewhere else for this?
I had to change. Let me say, I started with the Lilliput and then came to Morning Star.
Okay. Morning Star.
Somewhere along the line, I moved back to Dallas. Dallas is in Teshi.
Yes.
Yes, and moved back to Morning Star again. The reason was because, getting there, my auntie would be going to work and can't drop me and everything. So I had to move there. And I didn't find it cool at all because I didn't know anybody there. So I refused to go to school. So they had to just put me back to Morning Star. And then that was where the star was shining.
So your star started shining at that time, yes? From Morning Star. Oh, I didn't know. I know a lot of people who've been to Morning Star, but I'm not too sure I can see their star. But obviously, maybe it's shining, but
I'm making the difference.
Oh, you're making the difference. Okay. So, you talked about beating. I know I don't really want to talk about the beating bit here, but as you sat there now, do you think this beating back in those days helped shape you up? Because even the Bible says, spare the rod and spoil the child. So maybe you were doing something that deserves some beating. Do you think it was because you were doing some things that deserved those beatings, or it was just like 2 + 2 and you were saying 4 instead of, or you were saying 2 + 2, you were saying 5 instead of 4, and they're beating you?
The thing is, let me put it this way, I know people that were beaten up mercilessly and still they are what they are today.
Yes.
It's not helping society. And people that were also being brought up in a different way without the beating that have made it somewhere.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit good with the beating and somehow no. What would I say? It helped me in a way that when I take a book, I know I have to learn. You know? So we learn with a little bit of fear. Let's say when I came to Germany, I started class 7. And I got to know that whatever they were teaching there, I was way past the class 7.
Okay.
You know?
Yes.
For example, you're in Ghana and they ask you 2 + 2, like you said. You have to think mentally. That's why you have mental in the morning, and that's where the beating comes in.
Yes.
So I came here and they said something, just example, something like 4 + 4, and I had the answer, and I saw all my colleagues bringing their calculator out. Like, oh,
different world.
So it helped shape my educational background, I would say, and I was more focused. And when I saw also that it brought me somewhere, you know, there are 2 things. When you come to see that the people are this, it draws you back to come to their level, or you stay focused and be there.
Yes.
So definitely, it is not those beating, because I think that we can bring up a child and also spare the rod and not spoil the child in that sense, because the rod itself is I don't know if the English word is right, it's a metaphor, right? So I can discipline you in many ways without beating you up.
Yes.
You know, so you come into the class and then you drop your bag and you tell you everybody stand in front and 2 + 2 pound, 4 + 4 pound, you don't make it, they start beating you. So it was when I recall back, you know, it was fun actually, but that time it wasn't fun for me.
No, of course it wouldn't be fun if you're beating you mercilessly. How would that be fun? So just as you were talking, you said you attended, you were in Germany from class 7, or that would mean from class 6. That means JSS 1 in Ghana, isn't it? Because Ghana, you go class 1 up to 6, and then you go to JHS 1 or what have you. So at what age did you leave Ghana to come to Germany?
Let's say 13 and a half.
Okay.
I actually became like 14 here in Germany.
All right, so you knew you were definitely going to your mom then. Oh, that was sad to leave your mama.
I predicted that thing. You know, I was in my auntie's house when I said that in this house that I am, I'll not be 11 years in this house. Funny enough, before I reached 11 years, I was in my other auntie's house. I was not in that house. And I knew that with 15, I'll not be in Ghana. So with 13, I came here. So, you know, all this while I was predicting without knowing the impact. You know, for example, just not to bore you with something, I also predicted that there are 2 cars that I love so much. That is VW and BMW.
Yes.
So imagine me growing up. My first car was the VW. The second was a Renault Laguna, and the third one was a BMW.
Be my wife. Oh.
Thank you. I was already looking for you at that time.
I see. Be my wife, yes, the Beamer. I see. Well, you mentioned about you leaving one auntie's house to the other. Before I go on with that question, let me read a few comments here then. Ajuaros Love says, and Prince Minister D here in Dortmund. All right. Then Gloria Cynthia says, because he was always beaten, that's why he remembered his name.
Yes.
Then Gloria also says, but those beatings those days were something else. Then she also says the beatings will make you learn by force. That's true. That is true. You have to learn by force. So with your upbringing, you moving from your mom to your grandma, it looks like you were transferred to your auntie who brought you. Yes, that is the right word, I think. You've been transferred on. Even though you belong to someone, you've been transferred on. So when you were with your first auntie, was it that she wasn't having time for you? That was why you were sent to another auntie, or what was happening?
Oh, to be honest, that auntie, that is, we all say Auntie Joe, that auntie is the reason why I'm actually who I am today.
Oh, bless.
Because, yes, she actually has a disciplined life, you know. So learning is one of the aspects. And for you as a boy or a child coming up, even though we had those house helps and everything, she made sure you had something to it. So if it is in the evening we are going to eat, you maybe will be cutting the tomatoes, whatever, or you stand by, watch how she do it, you know, all these things. And respect-wise, you know, in Africa, even though we miss respect with, we miss fear with respect, she brought us up in that manner of respect, you know, that when you're talking to someone, you have to, you know, first listen to what the person is saying, then you give a tangible answer. Try to, you know, don't mess up in, you know, the way you relate to people. Give adult respect. Talk, even if you mean that you need to box someone, you have to put it in a way that the person will feel the boxing, but you're still polite.
Of course,
you know?
Of course.
So she's actually, I would really say she's a 60% of my shaping to become who I am.
Oh, that's nice. Please, you talked about house girls. Hey, and then I was carrying. So there were house girls. And
there were house girls, there were drivers, there were watchmen. You know?
Then I'm sure you didn't even want to leave this your second mother then. I am sure, because you were in that riches, you were just enjoying yourself. So that means she really shaped you up. Well, I know that they usually say that a child's infanthood really shape them up to whatever they will become in future. So would you say that shaping up has really helped you in your growing up then?
Oh yes, definitely, because you know, you can only say this one has helped me when you see the difference, right?
Yes.
So the difference is me moving to my other auntie's house because my mom picked me up. We were supposed to come to Germany. All those things were not working out first, you know, the whole thing, the process in Ghana. So I had to go and live with my other auntie who had more time to do the process, not more time for me, but to do the processing. And there, I actually lived a different kind of life where even though I had learned to do a lot of things, I was actually doing all the things.
So the burger has now become the somehow house boy.
No house help, no man, no whatever.
You needed to put in extra effort.
You put the bucket on the tree, so go for the issue. You understand?
Proper training.
Exactly. That's why I even also changed the school from Morning Star to Presec.
Okay.
Exactly. And Presec was for me a kind, you know, you see, I was in Morning Star, I was an average student.
Yes.
Having, let me use the word and forgive me if it's too much, having the best of life.
Yes.
Then I came to Presec, being the outstanding student, but having the kind of life I didn't expect.
Okay.
You get it? So the reason why I was outstanding in Presec was because in Morning Star, since I was average, and sometimes when you turn the board around, I would think I was the second
from the bottom.
From the bottom. So when I got to Presec, I made my mom a promise that because that woman beat me up for my report, that she just came to visit Ghana, saw my report. That woman messed me up for a whole day.
Oh my word.
So I made her a promise that if I get my next report and it's still the same, come and beat me again. But today they are begged, leave me. And that woman was like, okay. So my uncle was like, have you heard what he has said? So just leave him. So when I went to Presec, my aim was to make sure, even if I am not the first. For the first 5, I have to be there. And I think my worst note or grade was really 5.
Oh, that's good.
And you know how they put it in class. When you're 70 in a class, it goes from 1 to 70.
Yes.
So if you are 5, yeah, I just say you are good.
Hey, and why are dear pa? I can't then I go the first.
Oh, Charlie.
You know the teachers were not forcing for you.
But the worst was the 5. But
yes.
When I go back to Morning Star, yeah, I was the second.
Yes. When they turn it upside down, you were second. You always have to tell people you were second then.
Oh yes.
All right, so when you were in Ghana, we're going back to Ghana, the memories back in Ghana. I think it was 82 where there was this or famine or whatever happened in Ghana where there was no food and all that. By then, do you remember anything of that sort, or you were too young, or?
Let's say you mentioned 82.
Is it 81 or 82? Which one is that?
That brings me to telling everyone when I was born. I was born in 82. Don't worry.
so
that time, that hunger strike or anything, it was before and entered into the 82.
Yes.
But here comes the story. Anybody that knows my mom knows that this is fact. That woman was by that time having about 2 taxis in Ghana, Konogo and Kumasi, was having about 5 shops.
Yes.
And was having various businesses. So honestly speaking, that's why I said she would have never left me in Ghana. But due to whatever happened, she needed to, give up all these things.
Yes.
So I was okay, at least from her saying and from those that know her and those that know me as a baby till now.
Yes.
I was okay.
Yes. Oh, all right. Okay. So in Ghana, do you remember certain places and certain things you did back home? Even before I ask you that question, what sort of games were you playing when you were a child in Ghana? I mean, do you remember some of the games you were playing and all that? Not Mommy and Papa. Okay.
Watching those people playing Mommy and Daddy, and I asked myself, what can I be done? Because that was enjoying.
So you used to be a child, yes.
Then we have that is the Nkubo as well. That is when you play as if you are cooking and they give you food and stuff. But we all knew that food you don't
eat. You just go and throw it away. Sometimes they give you sand, doesn't it? They give you sand and you go and throw it away.
Yes. Then we have the Pilolo and then the Chaskele. And that time, I think Ludo 2 was something that I loved so much, but I didn't understand it too much. So I was always watching it because I was little. And what do we have again? I think Stay, Where Are You? I think
yes. Did you play the Owari where they actually, because you don't have the Owari, you have to dig 12 holes in the ground and then you play the game with your friends and all that. You used to play all that.
We used to play that with stones.
Yes.
Then we have the Alikoto. That was something I loved so much because that one get painful. when you can, tell it for it to be in the right place.
Yes.
It just hits your backhand with it. When I got to know how to play it, I loved it so much.
Oh, okay. So were you one of those people who were very should I say handy or at crafting things? Because I remember when we were little, they will get those tins when you finish maybe a milk tin or tomato tin. Sometimes we try and make it into smaller cars. You put matches box and all that and shape it up as a car and then drag it on the street and all that. So were you able to do any of such things, or your family was too strict on you?
I had people that were doing it and I love playing with it. But that time my hands were 2 left hands. But I remember that my mom used to bring some toys, and I remember this robot toy like it was just yesterday.
Okay.
I just dismantled the whole thing and I put it back together. So the brain was there, but that thing with the konko there, I never did.
If you're not careful, you cut your hand. Yes.
They use not iron rods, but some, smooth metal to create a gun and all this stuff.
Yes.
That one they knew how to do it.
You knew how to make that gun where they'll put gunpowder in it. They'll put almost say a cardo in there and then
they put something on the front. Then
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that reminds me of my childhood so much. And would you say all that actually shaped you up then?
Yes, yes. It actually tells you or shows you how to be sociable. You know, like I told you, even though I was going to the kindergarten to play and everything, I was somebody who was very reserved with myself. I can play the whole day with myself. Sometimes even police and thief could, and I play alone. You know, I'll hide, I'll shoot, I'll do this. So I was somebody who feared himself a little bit. I didn't want to get into problem. I didn't want to hurt myself because one advice my auntie and my mom gave to me those days that don't do anything that would damage your face, mostly your face.
Okay.
So even me playing football, crowd, the boys coming.
Instead of handing it, you're taking your face away.
Exactly.
You are not like some of us.
You know, there are some people who play football, and please, honestly, they play football and their thoughts are like, don't pass me, don't pass me, don't pass me. I used to be one of them.
Okay.
The only thing I was in. So it actually shaped me up in a sense of, being sociable.
Yes.
Because let me give you an example without making it too long. I came to Germany and I'll be watching TV with my mom, and my mom wanted to, have a discussion with his son and everything. And it would be like, they shoot someone. Is he dead? Well, who? And I'll be like, look at them and be like, are you watching the same thing with me? I'll continue. Then my mom would be like, well, could you know the I'll be like, Mama, you are watching the same TV. It's not like I'm watching in future and you are watching. So my mom got a little bit angry and be like, you need to talk, you need to be sociable. So that is when all these games that we played, we came back and said, it's true, when you were little, you could at least communicate due to this, due to that. And then I started up. So me being a little bit jovial, being communicative, to have me here to be running my mouth like Rambo, it's all because of, number one, my auntie, but my mom had to force it out of me as well. So yes, those games definitely shaped up my life a lot.
Oh, that's so nice. Let me just read a few comments and then we'll get back to it. So we've got Gloria saying, no wonder you like playing Minister D. And then she also says, best days ever. Then Rosemary Ofori says, you make me remember old days. Oh, bless ma. And then she says again, you make me remember old days. Then Gloria says, old days are memories that one can never forget. Definitely, I don't think we can ever forget. I would like to say thank you to all those who are supporting us once again. We've got Hetty's Mother Care. They are in Ghana. You can find them on Instagram, Everything Mother Care. You can find Sister United on Instagram and on Facebook. Go and have a look at what they sell. Actually, I'm not going to explain to you. Then we also have Sister Eat Fit Lose if you want to go on a healthy lifestyle journey. Then go and find Afrithwo. So Afrithwo is a new platform where they are going to start selling, or they've actually started selling things that are made by Africans. Okay, so you could be an African living in England and you're producing things that are meant to be used by Africans. Not just Africans, there are people from other communities who love things made by Africans or made in Africa. So this group is called Afrithwo. I will put it down, you can read it, and we'll need you to go and join this platform where you get a lot of knowledge, you get a whole lot to buy, you can link up with business people on there as well. So let's go ahead with this, our intriguing program today. So you coming to live in Germany from the age of 13. So how was it like when you first joined your schooling in Germany? Were you shying away, as you were saying that your mom was somehow hitting you and saying, why are you not voicing out and all that? How was it like, yes, when you went to school?
Okay, before I went to school, when you come here, sometimes you want to know you're coming from Africa, are you coming with this disease, this whatever.
Yes.
So I went to the house doctor, I don't know if it's right in the English form, that's the house art, and they transferred me to the main hospital. So I had an operation, I had a mark here. They had to cut some flesh and check, to see.
That's bad.
Yeah, so and now they don't dare do it with my kids.
Yes.
So I spent, honestly, I think 3 to 4 weeks in that hospital. So that was when I had to, by force, learn the German.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you know, the nurses will come in, they'll be speaking some alien
Gibberish.
Then I'll be giving them English. So before I left the main nurse that was with me, or was mostly for me, learned a little bit of English, and I learned the German.
Okay.
So when I was going to school, come back to your question, when I was going to school, the funny thing is, I knew where I was registered and everything. It's not like my mom took me there like school knew.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this one and this one, they're going to your school, join them.
Okay. Yes.
So I went there and I was shy and everything, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know anybody with white folks and everything.
Yes.
And I didn't want to mess up. So then they started asking me some questions. And then the lady that was in that school that brought me there was like, ask him directly, he can speak German.
Uh-huh.
So they asked me, then I used my 4x4 German to mix it up. So I didn't, honestly speaking, I didn't waste time in a learning class. They just dropped me in the class 7.
Yeah.
So I had to really box through with, bitte ich nicht sagen, was. So I could say that, bitte was sagt ihr?
Yes.
Shaping up the language a little bit. So I had to start from something. So I didn't really go to a learning class to learn the language.
That would be hard.
I was just thrown into the cold water, from the clinic to the cold water. And I would say I made it. I made it because I had one guy there. The name is a French guy, Toussaint from Congo. Mm-hmm. And that guy was brilliant. That guy had also just come from Congo. So we were on a challenge base. There's a negative challenge and there's a positive challenge. The negative challenge is when I want you to, stay there and me go up. Mm-hmm. But our own was, when you read the report, it's either he's first or I'm first. He's first, I'm first.
Wow.
First, second. So anytime we have an exam that came and you hear that the best note was maybe 4, then they all look at us and say, when you guys have 4, then we there.
We have 0.
That was the challenge. That was the challenge. So when anytime any test comes back, now it's either to I have 1 minus or 2, or he has, I have 1, and then he also have 2 plus. So that was the challenge that got me, to be able to move with the flow in Germany.
Okay. Well, are you sure these teachers were not favoring the two of you because you are foreign people and they thought, well, let's give them the mark because they are foreign people, let's pardon them somehow? Do you think that's...
Well, it was a test that everybody was writing the same.
Okay.
And so I don't think it was that way. The only time I experienced that, the black guy needs to move forward was when I moved to the gymnasium. Mm-hmm. I don't know the English form for the gymnasium. That's Wirtschaftsgymnasium. And that place, I think there were only 2 blacks in that school.
Okay.
So they were voting for the class prefect and the school prefect.
Mm-hmm.
And the class prefect, I got it, and I also got the school prefect. And I definitely knew that I had to do nothing for it. It was just because I'm black.
Lucky you.
Yeah, so
lucky you. So
I don't want anybody to say they are racist.
Yes, they had to give it to you free of charge. Well, moving on. So with your education from there, did you continue further? At what level did you continue your education to then?
Okay, so when I came here, I started with the Hauptschule. The Hauptschule is where every foreigner will get into. Mm-hmm. I moved on to Gesamtschule, that is the next grade, and ended up in Gymnasium. Okay. So, I started from the bottom and I got up there. Mm-hmm. And then I came to finish my studies in Frankfurt as a lawyer, international law. That is what I did.
Oh, okay. So you're practicing law then, are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I was in a company where what we do has a lot to do with law. It's a law firm as well. And let's say, due to the corona, a lot of things have changed. So you don't dare really, say you're in. But then I'm still working, and God being so good, because a lot of people have lost their jobs, But yes, that is the line, that is the area that I'm in.
Okay. So you happen to live in Germany for quite a long time now then. With you starting to work and doing all other things, did you see yourself applying that knowledge or that skill you gained from your childhood back in Ghana in your own day-to-day life and day-to-day activities at all?
Definitely, and I'll even say a 90% yes, because that is exactly what makes Africans outstanding when we go anywhere. Your manner of approach.
Yes.
There are people that were also brought up in Africa, and still don't have a manner of approach. The way we are jovial, the way we take things.
Yes.
Is also another thing. So to have that concentration, nowadays, I believe it, when an African child is being brought up in Europe and the person is a little bit active, they start giving you some tablets that will get you to be concentrating on stuff. And when that tablet is gone, it's like being on drugs. Now, this tablet in Africa is the king. Yes. Whether you love it or not, you concentrate. So
yes.
Already come here. I always say this thing that any child with, let's say, from 7 to 15 years is a grown-up here in Europe.
Yes.
But every child from 7 to 15 is mature in Africa.
Yes.
So here they are grown up, they want to go shopping, they want to go to H&M. But in Africa, you are learning how to cook and respect. So you know already your duties.
Yes.
So yes, respect-wise is one thing, the manner of approach, as I said, and also concentrating on what you want to do. So anybody that comes here mostly is focused on, hey, one day I want to go to Africa, so I need to achieve this.
Yes.
Because it is not easy. I know people that were born here, and I'm talking of from Hauptschule. Anybody who knows Hauptschule knows that it's the down, proud to get up there.
Yes.
So I had an aim. I wanted to do something. I wanted to make a change. I want to go back and tell my friends, I did it.
Yes.
So it's a kind of motivation. It motivated me to do what I'm doing, and I'm very focused on it. And even being here, the funny thing is, I told you I grew up in Accra.
Yes.
So the Ga was not too good, the Ibe was not too good, and even the Q was not too good, because in Africa we're brought up to also live in a mental slavery status. That is, if you
English.
If you speak your own dialect in school, they'll beat you up.
Of course. Hey, I remember I'm one of those who used to write names of those speaking tree.
Okay. And then when I get home, and those around me, when we are playing or anything, I have a Ga friend, I have an Ever friend, I have the Hausa friend. So they are all not too good in the tree. So what do we speak? It's English again.
Yes.
So I have to polish my tree here in Germany through some songs like Obrafo, Chiame Kwame, and all this stuff. So Chiame Kwame, I'm a fan of his for a long time. Obrafo, the same thing. And that was Reggie Rapstone and all. So this way, Obrafo songs are with Proverbs.
Yes.
Exactly. So I was still in the Ghana with, whatever I was doing, speaking German, speaking English, and I was still having the African mind a little bit. And honestly, that has gotten me to where I am actually right now.
Okay. That is quite interesting. So you did mention about it shaping you up so well. So now let's say if you've got a family, do you think you would ever, because now you live in Germany, do you think you would want to ever take your children back to go and have a feel of your country, as in education wise? Would you want them to go and spend a bit of time going to school there, or how is it like?
If I look at how it has shaped my life, I would say that I would rather pass on that knowledge and everything to them. But yes, they one day have to go to Ghana, at least spend more than maybe a year or two to understand the system, to understand Ghana, to know the worth when it comes to having a worth in life, because when you are somewhere where a social system is very good and everything, you don't value what you have. So you get to know that the social system there is dead. It is either you make it or it makes you.
Yes.
Exactly. So when they get to know that feeling, and definitely they will feel it from their dad too, because it's not going to be, I'll give you everything, even though we are not having a house help here, but you are going to be the house help for yourself. And then you will know, you feel it. So definitely they will have to go there to know what is there. Because if I tell them, they can only imagine.
Yes,
but when it comes to the educational stuff, now, if you go to Ghana, you can live in Ghana and attend a German school, for example.
Okay.
So when you come back, you haven't actually missed a lot. So if the chance is there, and I want them to come to a certain age that they will understand that, oh, I'm going to Ghana because, or sometimes we bring our kids to Ghana without them wanting or anything. But I want them to have, a foundation, understand, oh, daddy's bringing me to grandma or whoever for a year, and they can still go to the German school whilst they are learning the tree and everything. Because my kids, they speak perfect tree.
Okay.
And, just with 3 years, 2 years there.
Wow, that's good, because I know that is what most people have as a problem living in a foreign land. And even back home, they live in Ghana, but their children can't speak any of the local dialects. All they speak is English, which sometimes, well, it depends on the parents themselves anyway. And I know here in England, my sister, for one, her children from childhood, we used to say to them, I don't understand English. We always say, maintain your work and as you. As soon as you come home, you have to speak Chi with us. You don't have to speak English with us at home. Unless the word is a difficult word, you yourself as a child don't know how to explain it in Chi, then you say it in English, and then we will tell you how to say it in Chi. From the way you are talking, it looks like you are very, very proud of your upbringing in Ghana and all that. So what is it that you are doing to portray Ghana to the world? Are you doing anything to let people know about our rich culture and our lifestyle and all that? Is there anything you're doing to portray Ghana to the world then?
First of all, let me say it this way. I'm a reflection of where I come from, because, they say when you get to a place, take the positive things there, add it to the positive things of your culture or anything, and bring it up. So I'm very, very, very strong or straight when it comes to our culture.
Okay,
right?
yes.
And so anybody that talks to me, my aim and my message to you is, brother, forget about the white powder they've thrown on your head. Go back to the black powder. That includes religion, your tradition, your attire, your presentation. So I started with something like D-Rocket Fashion.
Yes.
That is where we showcase the beauty of our prints, the African print, right? Like this one you're wearing. I believe I went to, when I started working, they were like, everybody's wearing suit and everything. I told them, this is my African suit,
Yes.
And they had to accept it. So even up to my boss calling me to the office and saying, that, wow, the things you wear are nice. It will not look nice on me, but I want to also buy some. I want to do this. Before, I used to wear it and just present. Then I saw that, okay, this is what we have to do, because, we need to get together. And that is something Africans, we need to understand, that when we don't get together, trust me, we are not going anywhere. You can have the best mind, you can have whatever. At the end of the day, if we don't get together, when I say get together, when you are abroad, get together. When Africa get together. So that is my message. That is what I do. So we have TNT, whilst we talk about the challenges of our Black communities, the Blacks and our challenges here, concerning paper, concerning racism, concerning everything. Then the business-wise goes where we portray the clothes line, and the riches, as you said, something like Kente. People that are Ghanaians, or wherever you come from, but Ghanaians, for example, we don't even know that Kente has a meaning.
Yes.
And the funny thing is that it depends on the kente you are wearing. That shows sometimes where you are coming from, whether you are rich or poor, whether you belong to a royal
family or not,
background or not. And even the way you put on the kente or your entomano, your breakdown, it also tells whether you're a royal, you're a linguist, you're what. So everything about our culture is a communication.
Yes.
Even the drums that we beat, So one person I'm working with that is in Art Center, that is Nana. Nana knows a lot about the culture. He's also from Portray, and he has dedicated his time to teach the drums, to teach the culture, all the Dinkra, for example. That is what we are presenting. So the business and our TNT and everything is to draw our mind back that, hey, you're an African, you got it all. Stop depending on the white man, because the white man depends on himself.
Yes.
And it's proven to you that whatever he's depending on is better than yours. but you have the quality, you have the source. You need to push it. So that is all about TNT and Eurocade fashion. And as well, you said something to the world.
Yes.
That is why we are bringing up also a free move. That is, let's be honest, you and I, even me talking blah, 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 you and I, how many times have we invested in a white man's business?
A whole lot.
And we are not getting anything in return. So the Africa is to present, like you said, made in Ghana, made in Africa, made by Africans, to only show the qualities that we have, because there was a statement from one of the richest, but right now, sorry to say, very stupid guy right now. That is our main guy that used to respect a lot, Bill Gates. That said that Africa is not productive. But the thing is, we are productive. Our mindset is only enslaved that we believe, even when I create something today, I still believe in the quality of the European quality or the American quality, right?
Yes.
So if I compare it to mine and it's not labeled, it is not into powder, it is not whatever, I feel a little bit not accepted,
Yes.
But so this platform gives you the chance to present whatever you have made in Africa, made by Africans, the way you want to present it. Yes.
Of course. That is a good platform. Please, people, you need to go and join the platform. The name is running down below in the banner right now. It's Afrit. Whoa, so Africa to the world, okay? Let me just read a few comments here. There's one from Rosemary, and she says that is very true. Yes, that is very true. So, most people, their mentality is they will come and live abroad, and then they will go back home and help or do whatever they think they would want to do. What is your sort of future plan? Do you plan to go back and help Ghana, or still live in Germany but then find means and ways to help with our community?
Wow, that's a great question. Thank you for that. The thing is, I think that anybody who is abroad whatsoever, if you remember, our parents came to Europe, or some of us came to Europe with the mindset we are coming to make money and go back.
Yes. Yes.
It never happened because we are looking for that kind of huge money to go back and to show off. But that's not it. The thing is, I've also experienced people that came to school here with the mindset, I'm going to help my continent, I'm going to help my country. And they went there and it was all about money. I want us to focus on the people, that being myself included. When you're think about yourself first,
yes.
You've been included, the people, what will benefit all of us. And what we need right now in Africa, per se, is jobs,
Yes.
because all the armed robbery and all this stuff and everything is about people not having enough. So
armed robbery there is everywhere, bro.
It's everywhere,
yes.
But it's, the rate.
There is rampant. It's very, very rampant in Ghana.
And policeman, I went to Africa not quite long ago to Ghana, and even the policeman that is checking you to do has some 419 trick there. If you don't give a massa, you stand there for the next week.
Yes.
So, giving some secure jobs as well, that is my aim. So definitely, I see myself moving back to Ghana, but then, going up and down. Why going up and down? Because I want to bring still Africa to the world.
Yes.
And then bring the world also to Africa to understand. So what I always say, that we all have to work hand in hand. I think that is the aim of God. God's plan was to have all the riches, the resources, and then have the knowledge and how to go about it for the wide. So that when we get together, we will explode, we'll do, we'll maximize things. But the thing is that some part became greedy because they had the mind and they came to beat us with it. So I want us to regain the mind, re-understand what we have, because this thing I always say, if I have gold and I throw it away and chase paper, am I wise or am I stupid? Let's be honest.
In fact, you are stupid.
Thank you. And that is what we are doing. We have gold and we run after money.
That is true.
Paper. So I want us to, anybody around me, because you have to start with the people around you.
Yes.
I want us to start by knowing the value that we have, understanding our value, giving what we have value. So my aim is, yes, for sure, going back and, operating from there, and also coming back because I have a family here which needs to, have a lot of time with. Yes.
All right. So, you said you went to Ghana not long ago. Usually when you go to Ghana, do you visit certain places that you remember, or you feel too shy to go to those places? Because I know a lot have changed in Ghana, and sometimes it's like, oh, I really want to go there and eat, or I really want to go there and do that and that and that. Do you actually go back looking for certain things that you could remember from your childhood at all, or when you were growing up?
Coming from the Makola place, heading towards where you head.
Yeah. Yes.
There's this Lominava there. You know Lominava. That was one of the places where my mom comes from, Germany, and we all go and sit there. It's a chop bar, and it simply means Domiabra, as we all say, if you love me, come there. So,
yes.
It's a place you sit, and it's a chop bar. It's not a restaurant. It's a chop bar. That makes you feel home, you know.
Yes.
And I mostly visit also Morning Star to see what has become of Morning Star. Now, you know, I've grown a little bit taller, so everything has become so I'm like, so this is where I used to be. You know?
Yes.
And one sad thing is that trade fair is no more. That is so sad to me, because I remember anytime I wanted to go to trade fair,
you pay.
Yes, you pay for it, you get in, you have the sugar, whatever,
yes.
You have the gates, you have everything, they had gadgets there, you can look at. I was so mad that time when it comes to gadgets and everything, but then it's no more. Labadi is where we used to chill a little bit when I was also small. So yes, I visit those places just to find out what is going there. But one of the places that I used to base, that is Art Center. On there, if I go sleep there, because that is where you have all the African stuff, the bags, you know. I'm normally, I don't know if you've been there. The front side is where they sell all this thing.
Of course,
I'm mostly at the back side. That is where the production goes on.
Okay, you go into the interior bit.
Well, yes, yeah.
I see. Before we go further, as we are almost wrapping up because our time is already due, if you've got any questions as a listener or a viewer, please drop the questions and let us try and answer them. And I will read this comment from Monica. She says, "Sister, I am here. Thanks for joining us, Monica." Then Rosemary says, "Understand your point." So today, just as we did last weekend, I have intentionally not brought out the is it raffle or competition we're doing this weekend. I'm going to say it again. If you are watching us now and you want us to enter you into the draw that we did just as we did last weekend, where people have won for themselves some of the puff puff or the buffrot mix that Sister United is producing, then please type in your location you are watching right now. We want you to type GH if you're in Ghana, or type in UK if you're in UK. Wherever you're watching us from, type it in now. And when you win, the only thing you have to do is you either have to pick it up if you are in Ghana, or you will have to send a dispatch rider to pick it up for you. Or if you are in England or wherever else in the world, you will only have to pay for your postage and we bring it to you. You only have to win anyway. Good luck to you all. Don't forget, type in your location, please. Last week we had Ama Amwakwa, then we had Efia Griffin, and a few other people who won these prizes, and they are definitely going to pick them up. So please, today and tomorrow, we are still running the same thing. You never know, you might be the winner this time round. So as we are wrapping up right now, Minister.
Let me add 3 chocolates to it. So
yes, so
also gets, that's the king's buy.
You see, a Ghana chocolates. Ghana chocolates, please. Hey, maybe I'll go and type in myself because I need to win.
I typed Germany already.
I need to win as well. Yes, please, people, wherever you're watching us from, type in your location to have the chance to win some of this puff puff and the chocolates for yourself as well. We are giving them away, please. Okay. So we are wrapping up now, Minister. So if someone would like to go to Ghana, or if you are asked to introduce Ghana to someone, would you do it? And what would be your purpose for wanting to get people to go to Ghana? Because just with talking about this, was it just yesterday I had a message from a friend of mine. She is someone who is British and not really British. She's half I think Indian or Pakistan or something of that sort, and then she is English as well. And she's just reached out to me. She's not the first person. I've had 3-4 people who have reached out to me and said, "Tell me about Ghana. I want to visit Ghana with my children." So I'll need you to give me more information as to where to visit, where to go, where not to go, and all that. And that always uplifts my spirit. I've had friends who are English people who have gone to Ghana for like an exchange program of some sort, and they really enjoyed it. I still have their photos where they've sent me photos of where they've been to in Ghana and all that. So would you recommend Ghana to Africa? I mean, not to Africa, but to people around the world, because they said Ghana, we are the friendliest people in Africa, I think. We've got the crown on our head.
Yes, so we are, because, we are in a good way and we are in a bad way.
Okay.
In a bad way is anything that is foreign, is wonderful to us. In the same way, we also welcome people into our country. And I would gladly do that because, yes, whether Ghana is good or in a good shape or not, the only thing that we are missing are investors.
Yes.
Right? So anybody that is coming in with the mindset of, coming to invest or, at least know our culture and probably later on invest or whatever, I'll be willing to do that. But then there's also a program in Ghana that is, I mentioned Nana, for example.
Yes.
We have a program in Ghana that is with the Bakupe Enterprise. That is, he always assists people that comes from abroad, take them to all these places.
Yes.
To see the art center, the cultural center, the National Theatre. Goes down to a brief where, the slavery things and all this, everything across Ghana. So if the person is ready to, go there, sure, we can definitely connect the person with a hotel, with a drive or a driver, that is a car or a driver, and also somebody to tour guide them. Yeah. Or we're also into that. But that one, we don't always put everything out.
Of course, some of them you have to hide your face somewhere, isn't it? Sometimes some business you have to hide behind and let other faces rather show up and then you come in later. Okay.
And if you're looking for a place to stay and you're in Ghana, you don't have any hotel to go or anything, you can also contact us. We have apartments where you can definitely rent and, stay there with a moderate price.
Oh, that is good. That is great. So what are your final words? And before you give us your final words, let me just say this once again. Please, if you are watching us, wherever you are watching us from, for the chance for you to win one of the Bofrot mix from Sister United Foods, we would like you to type in your location. Wherever you're watching us from, type in your location, please. I don't want you to type UK and Ghana. Let us know exactly where you are. If you type in UK and Ghana, then please, we are going to disqualify you. Type in your precise location, as in Ghana or UK, Germany. Type it in. The only thing is when you win, you will either have to pick it up, especially when you're in Ghana, or if you're in Germany and all other places, you will only have to pay for your postage. The product is coming to you for free. So please keep typing that in and let us know where you are watching us from. So what are your final words, please?
My final words would be, I just saw something that somebody wrote very comfortably, and I'd like to also second it.
Yes.
Ghana is the gateway to Africa.
Of course.
So, if you're an African watching me here, one thing I want you to know is that value your culture, value where you come from, because that is the only thing that makes you who you are, and make sure you learn a lot about your culture, because that is the only place you can fall back.
Yes.
And you'll still be accepted as you are. Yes, everywhere there's gossip, everywhere there are haters, but you can't be saying fear.
Of course, yes.
So make sure you value where you come from and you make sure, even though everywhere has the negative side of it, we don't show too much of our negative side because we need to make that negative better. So when you find out that there's something negative going on in your country, your continent per se, that whole big, beautiful map there now, what you need to do is find the source and how you can work on it. You know, most time we always talk about the problems, the negative side. So be a helper and make sure that your kids that are coming, those around you, they will feel the heat, they will feel the positive vibes when it comes to you being an African. And trust me, being an African, you are not just somebody, you're a royal.
Yes.
You're royal. Yes. So that is what I would say, that, you know, keep it focused, be a black man, and love your black side.
Oh, that is so nice. Thank you so much, Minister D, for joining us tonight and then making this program a great program. I'm just going to put your details down the banner again. So if you're looking to follow our lovely gentleman, Minister T, there is his details running down on the banner. So find D Rocket Fashion, which is D Rocket Bakope. You can also find D Rocket Ghana because he is still into recruiting models in Ghana and all that. They are on Instagram. You can find it. Then also, if you would want to, not that if you would want to, we would like you to join this platform, which is a new platform called the Afritwo. It is Africa to the world, where you can buy a whole lot of African produce or products which has been made by Africans for Africans or made in Africa. You might also find some people producing certain things there that you might want to buy to sell in quantities wherever you are around the world. It is not a group for only Ghanaians or only Africans. It is a group for people all around the world because most people love African-made products as well, or products made by Africans. So join Afritwo. If you're looking to lose some weight, or if you're looking to go on a healthy lifestyle, join Sister Eat Fit Lose on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. And if you're looking to buy some buff fruit mix in England and in Ghana, then please, in Ghana, find Family Affair GH. They are on Instagram, on Facebook. And then if you're in England, you want to buy it as well, find Sister United on Etsy and on eBay. We are not on Amazon yet, but then these two places you can buy them. I would like to say thank you to Mama Z European Shop. They are in Ghana. Thank you to Hetty's Mother Care. Thank you to Sweet Seduction. Thank you to St. Maya Dryline Limited. I'll read this final comment and then we are done for today. So,
I have a question.
Okay, what's the question?
How do you maintain looking that good?
Oh, this gentleman, please. That is for another day. So I probably have been exercising too much. I need to stop then. So Ajua Rosla says, great conversation today, was very interesting. Thank you for your support, Roslove. And she also says, yeah, I knew it, so I typed them all already, country and city. Well done, you, Roslove. Please, if you haven't typed it yet, still type your location for us, because we're definitely giving this product away today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, this is the place you have to be. The topic is all about the impact of social media on the family and on society. This is where you have to be to listen to this. And we have TNT running tomorrow as well, but then they come in a bit earlier than we come in. So you can find Derek Budu, where he usually organizes the TNT, where he speaks only the truth, nothing but the truth. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Have a good evening and see you all soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Derek, don't go. Wait. I'm just